everyone to be here. Thank you for joining. Today we're here for a Network in Action event, and we're going to go over some excellent information. So what I want to do first of all is I want to give a few minutes for things to get going and bring some people on. Give it a moment for people to come on to the live stream here. Go ahead, and if you want to make it a full screen, you can click the bottom right hand corner. There's a full screen button there for you guys. All right, excellent. Here we are. So today we have an amazing individual, a personal mentor, to myself, a personal friend to me, an amazing individual. He just changes the lives of everyone he touches around him and really works in the community to just, help small businesses and everyone around him. So I'm going to bring on Mr. Scott Talley. Welcome, Scott.
Jesse, thank you for that nice introduction. I hope I live up to that. I know that you're watching. You've always heard the saying that your network is your net worth. And while we agree with that statement, we think that your network can also add to your net worth. And so in 2014, my wife got a real estate license. And I kept telling her, you've got to go find a networking group. Even though I owned a marketing company, I knew that the way to grow some businesses is through networking, many businesses. And so I really encouraged her to go find an existing networking group. And I kept criticizing the way it was being offered and telling her over and over and over, you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it, but you got to go find one. And finally, one evening, she challenged me, sort of like, hey, big boy, why don't you start me my own networking group? I felt like the world was ready for something different. So in 2014, we began to work on our technology, which we continue to work on today, 8 years later. But we have the greatest technology in the industry, hands down, and we're very proud of that. But really what makes a difference is 5 or 6 things that we do differently than every other networking group. So just like staying in a Airbnb is completely different than staying in a hotel room, the experience with Network in Action is completely different. First and foremost, we have a monthly meeting. If you think about it, I don't know a place in the country or the world where people aren't looking for more time away from their business and more time spending with loved ones, especially coming out of COVID. So by having a monthly meeting, we're saving people 80 hours a year. So a traditional networking group asks for 3 to 5 hours every week of your time. Now that's time you spend networking, trying to grow your business, but also trying to help the networking group grow their business because you're intentionally required to bring a friend every month. We don't do that. So what we do is we do a monthly meeting. And I realize that if we're only going to get together for 90 minutes a month, we better have the best technology out there to connect people. So we do that with our smartphone app and our group centric, where you can pass referrals, make comments, make posts, stay in touch, stay connected, and do everything you need to do with a weekly networking meeting. And then second, I realized that if we were going to have a networking meeting monthly, even with the great technology, there was one other component that needed to be in place. And you know what that is? That's you. Think about it. You can go get your nephew to build a website, or you can hire a professional. And few would argue that the professional building SEO search and all the other components that go into a successful website are going to be far more successful for you and your business than a volunteer-led effort. And we feel the same way about networking. So I think we're the only organization in the country that offers professionally led networking. So our franchise owners are trained and certified in networking. They don't change every year. You don't get the next person up where you're spending your membership dollars for a rookie leader to cut their teeth on this new networking venture. So weekly meetings are a thing of the past. We're going to save you over 80 hours a year with monthly meetings. We have great technology, professional leadership. One other thing I wanted to ensure that every one of your referrals would be solid, meaning that we're going to have a background check and a business assessment for everyone entering the group. And what happened, quite frankly, guys, after the first 12 or 14 months is people were so well connected and they were passing referrals that I didn't want us to just become a wine club. So we started working with the monthly meeting to have coaching sessions every meeting. So I mentioned the state-of-the-art technology. If you're interested in learning more about that, we'll dive into that after you follow up with a call. But at the end of the day, this franchise has the differences I just mentioned. The primary one is that people want to spend more time with their family, and by providing an efficient, professionally led way to network, we can do that. The thing I'm most proud about is when we started this company, we realized right away that we were going to hit a home run, that there was going to be a lot of opportunity for people that wanted this opportunity to lead networking groups. And so we put a community service project in place, and every single group in the country now leads their other members on a community service project. Every 4 days, something is happening where we're giving back to the communities that we live in. So if I can get my slideshow to sit still there, we'll go into the franchise calculator. Now, obviously, I'm limited by what I can say with the item 19 and disclosure laws, but you can get a rough idea here. So in our franchise document, we definitely have disclosures about the type of income people are making. But this is where we turn your network into your net worth. And if you don't have a big network, we also can help you show you how to build one. So imagine that you're selling your membership for about $1,995. That $1,995 is the average membership that people pay across the United States. And it's not unusual to recruit 65 to 75 people to join your 3 groups. So let's just enter a number of 70. This number correlates with exactly what's in our item 19. So when you click on annual income, you'll see that the only real cost to run your business is the royalty. So if you think you can get 70 to 75 people to follow your leadership, then you can have a very nice incremental income, even if you have a full-time position now. So many of our franchise owners operate this trying to segue out of a job. Another third or so of our franchise owners do this in addition to another existing business. So if they might be a business coach, they represent the business coach in all 3 networking groups. So they're going to grow their coaching practice, all the while creating residual income in their network and action franchise. Again, turning their network into their net worth. And then we also have people doing this full time. We even have a franchise owner in Austin, Texas that has over 220 members. So if you plug that in with an area developer type agreement, you can see that even with a full-time job, it can be very lucrative. And again, these numbers line up with what's in our item 19. Go ahead, Jesse, and hit the slide there for me. So what we found out is that in addition to networking, people trusted us and they could come to us for other valuable features that they needed for their business. So without going into the weeds too heavily here, we offer a whole host of solutions for each and every member, from a coaching platform that's 24/7 available to 5-star reviews to customer retention management CRM systems. We help our members become published authors. And we have allowed them the opportunity to network all across the nation and nations. We're now operating in the Baltics, Canada, and South America, as well as about 30 states in the United States. Go ahead, Jesse. So a number of companies, you'll recognize the names here on the screen, have been utilizing Network in Action as one of their marketing strategies. Over the last 8 years, you'll recognize a lot of those companies. At the end of the day, there's no inventory. There are no employees. You work this franchise from your home. You do not need to come to Texas for a discovery day. Training is done monthly online in a guided tutorial where we take you through and show you exactly how you build your networking group. And let's touch on that. Maybe you're not a person who likes to use the telephone to sell. That's okay. We have other tools that we use to help you build your group. At the end of the day, that's somewhat of our secret sauce that we'll share with you as we get a little further along the journey. But we've done this over 350 times in the last 8 years. So we're very successful helping you grow your franchise. Go ahead, Jesse. So what are we looking for? A lot of franchisors want to take you on a disc profile or some other type of personality profile. At the end of the day, we have people leading their tribes in every different personality type. What we ask is that you really do an evaluation, and do you love helping others? If there's a ministerial part of your personality, if there's a part of your personality that's been looking for something to do with your life to add value to other people's lives, if you like helping people, if you're loyal and you're willing to follow a model, we can show you how to do this. Hands down, it is a very simple business. You really don't even need QuickBooks to run this business. We can show you on Excel spreadsheets. There's very minimal cost outside of your franchise and your royalty and your once a month meeting. Again, operating in states all across the United States, Canada, South America, and the Baltics. So if you're interested in learning more about Network in Action, it's very easy. You can either go to our website at www.franchise.networkinaction.com, or you can simply schedule a call by emailing me at scott@networkinaction.com, or reach me by telephone at 713-417-6152. We look forward to answering any of your questions. You know, I tell my children all the time that if you get all the data, you're probably smart enough to make a good decision. That's what I tell the kids. And I would say the same thing if you're watching this. You know, get the data. We won't put any pressure on you. We always go at your pace, and you decide if this might be a good fit for you and your family. We'd love to talk to you. Again, please reach me at 713-417-6152. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Stay grateful. Thank you.